just mind-boggling.
Johnny B.
Are you waiting for it to come to your front door? Well, let me tell you this. It will not.
Jonathan Brandmeier.
Back down with the fart noises.
Radio showgram.
There's nothing funny about ladies!
The Jonathan Brandmeier Radio Showgram.
I'm doing it right now, dear.
Take a hit, Grandma. Ganja! 1-800-SHOWGRAM. Fax line 888. Fax me. JB. Ow! Gary Coleman's Date. She paid $4,000 to date him. He was trying to get someone to help him lose his virginity.
What love life? You know, as of this date that you are watching this thing on television, I'm still a virgin, and I'm getting pretty damn sick and tired of it. But you know what? In a weird kind of way, I'm still proud of the fact that I'm 31 and I have not slept with anything just because it was warm. I happen to be raised to be a gentleman. I happen to be raised to be cavalier and treat women with respect and decency and treat them as an equal.
Right on. Gary Coleman.
I've got a taste for a little blackened shrimp.
Gary Coleman dated a North Carolina marketing analyst from the First Union in Charlotte, North Carolina. She got a call on Wednesday night, last Wednesday, asking her if she wanted to attend the Oscars with Gary Coleman. Remember now, in December, she bid $4,000 for a date with Gary during a webathon auction to raise money for the bankrupt star. We all remember what happened there. He was.
What you talking about?
We remember that he was bankrupt. He is bankrupt, and he tried to raise money any way he could find it. One of the ways was to date people who paid to help him lose his virginity, I guess. Jennifer Vanlerberghe. Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Did I say your name correctly? Vanlerberghe?
Vanlerberghe, yeah.
Vanlerberghe. Well, congratulations to you for attending the Academy Awards. Does that actually go down or no?
Did I actually go?
Yeah. Did it work?
It went great.
What happened? They called you on a Wednesday and they asked you to get ready to go to the Academy Awards on a Sunday. How did that happen?
Gary needed a date. So they called me up and asked me if I would like to go and be his date.
By the way, for people who have not seen her and saw you and Gary together, you're a beautiful woman.
Well, thank you.
And you're how tall?
Just under 6'2".
Under 6'2", and Gary's 3'9"?
I think he's about 4'7".
4'7". Okay. So the first time you guys go out, it's in December. Or is it when you bid on him? You paid the $4,000 to go out with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what happened on that date?
Well, that date, it was based off of UGO.com's webathon. And so I went on there and bid $4,000, and then it was actually from myself and 3 of my friends. Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of got to be nominated to be the one to go on the date because they thought I would be the funniest contrast and all that.
Yeah.
But I flew up to New York, and
you were doing it basically to have a good time. You weren't seriously romantically interested in Gary Coleman.
No, it wasn't a romantic date.
Right.
It was just for
fun
fun,
day.
and I'd always been a fan of his, and it was to kind of help him out too because he's got a lot of financial and medical problems.
Right.
So I thought it was a win-win situation.
Okay, so you go on that date. That seemed to be okay. You got along well.
Yeah,
but it wasn't about losing his virginity for him, was it? That was not the gist of it.
No, that wasn't it at all.
All right, because I'm led to believe that you were hired to help him lose his virginity, but that would be wrong. That would be wrong, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would definitely be wrong.
And there was no romantic involvement whatsoever with you and Gary, or was there?
No.
I don't know.
No, there wasn't.
Okay. So you had a good date. It was a good time. And then this past Wednesday, they call you and say, you want to go to the Academy Awards. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I was, of course, ecstatic.
Yeah. What did you do then that night?
Well, I called my parents
yeah.
and told them that I was going to the Academy Awards and pretty much just I was trying to think of a way to come up with a dress to wear.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the first thing these women spend hours and weeks and months and years and people, right? I mean, so they call you on a Wednesday. Hey, it's bad enough trying to figure out what you're going to wear on a Saturday night, right?
Exactly.
You're talking about going to the Academy Awards, so you got to get a dress, you got to go with Gary Coleman. So you find a dress, then what happens?
Well, I went to get the dress, I went to one of these boutiques in town, and this lady called up one of the Robert Danes and had him send a bunch of dresses for me to try on. So I got a dress, and then I flew to L.A.
Okay, now you had good seats for the Academy Awards?
Yeah, they were fine. We were right down on the first level, but we
Were you near where
zapped.
that guy in the wheelchair flipped out? Were you there and next to him?
I don't think so.
Did you see that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, right
must
there
have
in the
missed
very
that.
there's a roll between like the front main floor and then the balcony, and there's that guy in a wheelchair from the Gimp, the Big Gimp or whatever it's called, King Gimp movie. And he guy flipped out in the wheelchair right there. Now if you were anywhere near that, I could see where you were, but you had basically decent seats.
Yeah, we were on the first like level or whatever of the 3 levels,
Right.
but we were all the way in the back.
Right? Did Gary have a tough time seeing?
I don't think so.
No, there was no problem with that. It wasn't so far back that he couldn't see.
No, we could all see.
Okay. Now you go to the Academy Awards, which is a dream come true. You see there, you're sitting there with Gary Coleman. Now you come out. Okay, there's like 50 hot parties in Hollywood. Which one do you go
Right.
to?
Well, we had to do a lot of promotional kinds of things, but we went to the Hollywood exchange party at the House of Blues.
House of Blues, right?
And we went to the the DreamWorks Spago's party.
Whoa, pretty good deal. So Gary Coleman still got some clout, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves him.
Everyone loves the Gary man.
Yeah, I mean, the fans just went nuts when they saw him, and
Right.
so I think they were trying to figure out who I was, but
Sure. Well, you're his new date.
we're just friends.
Now, wait a minute. So the second date, you had a great time, another great night. Nothing else happened again? Nothing? You just went home, he went home, you went back to your hotel, he went back to your hotel?
Yeah.
Are you falling in love?
No.
There's no chance that there would be love there.
No, we're just friends.
Yeah, but you met everybody. Did you meet stars? Did you hang out with? Did you sit at somebody's table? Did you party, dance with Jack Nicholson?
No, honestly, we didn't really get a chance to really hang out and chat with a lot of the stars. I probably met the most on walking down the red carpet initially.
Well, let me ask you, though. I mean, the virginity thing with him is a big deal. So has he brought that up again, or has that been done? Is he over that?
I've never really talked to him about it.
He never discussed it with you?
No. I mean, it was a non-romantic date. It was for fun, and that's all it was.
Would you do it again?
Would I go out with him again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're friends. I go out with all my friends.
No, I mean, if it weren't attached to the Academy Awards, you know what I'm saying? Would you go out, just say, I'm going to be in Charlotte this weekend. You want to go do something, want to go get a beer or something like that? Would you go out with him then?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm just asking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you had a good time, though.
Oh, of course.
Get a call.
How could you not have a good time?
I tell you, you tell Gary Coleman he wants to call me to go to the Academy Awards. I'd be happy to go. I'll get in a dress like Trey Parker and those guys.
Okay.
I'll wear a dress and go to the Academy Awards with them. I'm glad you had a good time, and thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
No problem.
All right. Bye now.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one
She paid $4,000 to date Gary Coleman to begin with, and then
I've got a taste for a little blackened shrimp.
and then she dated him again at the Academy Awards. But there's something going on with that virginity thing.
What you talking about?
It seems to me that
Shouldn't somebody just call a hooker? I mean,
for $4,000, yeah, absolutely. It seems if you were put it this way, if you paid $4,000 to help Gary Coleman lose his virginity, you're not the whore. It's the other way around.
I mean, why hasn't he done it though? I mean, he's 31.
Because
31.
he's look. What are you talking about? It's special. You don't want to just lose it to a whore. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I know it didn't get into her. Yeah, Gary Coleman, man.
This is Gary Coleman calling from Los Angeles.
Shout out.
I won't be doing any more interviews for you guys
I heard
ever.
you.
So lose my pager number and don't call me about interviews ever again
All
for
right.
Jonathan Brandmeier.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
What you talking about?
What you're listening to right here is Johnny B.